Okay, hear me out. The dead can take the streets. Breakfast is still mine. Woke up to scraping at the bedroom door like nails on wood, and I'm counting the score. No time for panic, no time for dread. I'm alive, I'm up, I'm making it fed. Kettle starts singing, I'm shaking but fine. I stir like a DJ making courage a line. If the world wants horror, cool, let it howl. I'm building my peace in a warm little bowl. I don't need brave, I don't need bold. I need hot oats and a grip on my soul. If the hallway moans, let it moan. I'm eating like I still got a home. Oatmeal, oatmeal, ride or die. Creamy little lifeline, breakfast supply. Cinnamon glitter, honey on top. If the zombies run, I'm still gonna pop. Oatmeal, oatmeal, sweet survival. One hot bowl and I'm back on my title. Let the dead bang on the window pane. I'm spooning joy like it's medicine. Found a packet labeled apple? Maybe. Could be breakfast, could be pure betrayal, baby. I sniff it once like we'll take that chance. Then I pour it in like a victory dance. Add some raisins, tiny dark bombs. Drop them in and I'm staying calm. If the street is full of hungry eyes, I'll be inside with my breakfast prize. They said, how do you cope when the world's like this? I said, oats don't judge and they don't miss. Everybody's sprinting, everybody's stressed. I'm whisking my hope in a saucepan blessed. Oatmeal, oatmeal, ride or die. Creamy little lifeline, breakfast supply. Cinnamon glitter, honey on top. If the zombies run, I'm still gonna pop. Oatmeal, oatmeal, sweet survival. One hot bowl and I'm back on my title. Let the dead bang on the window pane. I'm spooning joy like it's medicine. They're out there groaning like a broken band. I'm in here stirring with a steady hand. If I'm going out, it won't be afraid. It'll be with warm oats and a plan well made. Okay, deep breath. We do not spiral, we do not scream. We add the salt, we live the dream. Oatmeal, oatmeal, stay alive. Soft little armor, morning vibe. Brown sugar crown, cinnamon flame. I'm the happiest survivor you've ever seen, babe. Oatmeal, oatmeal, ride or die. If the world ends now, I'll eat mine high. Let the dead bang on the window pane. I'm spooning joy like it's medicine. If anyone needs me, I'll be guarding the oats. Oatmeal's gone, bowl in the sink. Little dead darlings, what do you think? Banging all morning, scratching the paint. Honestly, love you, a testing a saint. Windows rattling, hallway groans. Someone's chewing the garden gnomes. I gave you time, I stirred, I ate. Now it's my turn to return the favor. Tie my hair back, turn the lock. Sun's come up and so has shock. You had your chance, you made your case. Now wipe that dribble off your face. Rise and shine, line up neatly. One by one, come meet me sweetly. Knock, knock, darling, heard you call. Now I'm wide awake, bad news for you all. Rise and shine, oh what a morning. Should've seen that smile as a warning. Grown all you like, I'm feeling fine. Breakfast is over. Rise and shine. Open the door with a great big grin. Fresh air out and fresh chaos in. Neighborhood's wrecked, hedge looks rough. Still think you lot have had enough. Look at the state of you out there. Bits of shirt and matted hair. You brought drama right to my place. Now I'll put some sunshine in your face. Step by step out on the drive. Never felt so bloody alive. You made a fuss, you made a scene. Now let me show you what that means. Rise and shine, line up neatly. One by one, come meet me sweetly. Knock, knock, darling, heard you call. Now I'm wide awake, bad news for you all. Rise and shine, oh what a morning. Should've seen that smile as a warning. Grown all you like, I'm now this was automatic. I breathed, I took my time. Now the fun is yours and mine. Rise and shine, line up neatly. One by one, come meet me sweetly. Knock, knock, darling, heard you call. Now I'm wide awake, bad news for you all. Rise and shine, oh what a morning. Should've seen that smile as a warning. Grown all you like, I'm feeling fine. Breakfast is over, rise and shine. Bowl is empty, day's begun. Who knew chores could be such fun? Banging, groaning, end of time. Hush now, darlings, rise and shine. Leg by the telly, hand by the chair. Bits on the carpet everywhere. How you go, love, mind the rug. Need a clear path to reach my mug. Foot by the skirt and jaw by the lamp. Whole room's gone a bit too damp. Windows cracked and latch hangs free. Still, we do not skip the tea. Not the tea, not that as well. Not with bits and not with smell. A cup and kettle, chair and tray. Things must be the proper way. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Bits on the carpet, blood on the skirting. Kettle is boiling, room still a state. One more quick tidy, then tea can be made. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Jar by the lamp and gore on the dishes. Need a clear chair and a clear bit of floor. Then we can all be civil once more. Mug on the side and spoon in the cup. Try to get all the proper bits lined up. Tea bag ready, milk looks sound. Shame there's apocalypse all around. Drag that arm a bit out of sight. No one wants that near the bite. Chair pulled straight and curtains drawn. There now, carry the kettle on. Tea time comes and I need it right. Same as ever, every night. End of days can pace and stare. Tea still needs a decent chair. Not the tea, not that as well. Not in this house, not where I dwell. If the whole world's lost its mind, tea's the bit I'm keeping mine. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Bits on the carpet, blood on the skirting. Kettle is boiling, room still a state. One more quick tidy, then tea can be made. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Jaw by the lamp and core on the dishes. Need a clear chair and a clear bit of floor. Then we can all be civil once more. Same time, daily, come what may. That is how we hope a day. Clock and tick and window shake. Still the tea must steep, not break. A little for and little Brit. That's how one behave with dead. Keep the hour and keep it straight. That's how it stays at bay. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Bits on the carpet, blood on the skirting. Kettle is boiling, room still a state. One more quick tidy, then tea can be made. How am I meant to drink tea like this? Jar by the lamp and pour on the dishes. Need a clear chair and a clear bit of floor. Then we can all be civil once more. There, that's better. Now then, tea. Tap runs silver, tub runs slow. White foam rising soft and low. Towel laid out and candle bright. House is clean for one more night. Window shut and hallway done. Everything but me is done. Finally now the day can stop. I have made it to bath o'clock. One deep breath, let the whole day fall. Steam and quiet, that is all. This is where I leave the cold. This is where I come back whole. I need hot water, I need heat. Need it running around my feet. Need the bubbles, need the steam. Need to feel like me, not dream. I need 1 hour, soft and slow. Need one place where no things go. Need one thing the dead can't hold. I am not ending this day cold. Hand hand to the water, no, not this. Cold as ever, bloody thing. Stand there staring, bare and sore. Not tonight, not one thing more. Generator by the shed out back. Of course it's dry, of course it's that. Tin in hand and out I go. One more job for hot water flow. Knees complain but I don't care. Bath nights waiting for me there. If the world still wants its toll, it will not be paid in cold. I need hot water, I need heat. Need it running around my feet. Need the bubbles, need the steam. Need to feel like me, not dream. I need 1 hour soft and slow. Need one place where nothing's go. Need one thing the dead can't hold. I am not ending this day cold. Petrol slosh and engine cough. Come on, kick it off. Then it starts and there it is. Humanity outranks apocalypse. Let them keep the dark outside. I still get my little rights. If the whole world's gone to rot, I still get my water hot. I need hot water, I need heat. Need it running around my feet. Need the bubbles, need the steam. Need to feel like me again. I need 1 hour soft and slow. Need one place where nothing's go. Need one thing the dead can't hold. I am not ending this day cold. Lock the door. Drop the towel. Let the water take the day. List in my pocket, pen in my hand. Quick little trip, nice and planned. Tea, bubble bath, and oats as well. In and out and home by 12. Door half open, trolley bent. Whole shop's gone, a dead event. Flies in the fruit and dust on the crisp. Still I'm not leaving without my list. There you are by the checkout light. Apron crooked, eyes not right. Lean all you like, but mind yourself. I know this shop, I know the shelf. Don't get handsy, I'll get it myself. Tea, oats, bubbles, top shelf, middle shelf. No, not that one. I know the brand. Back by the till and unhand my hand. Don't get handsy, don't start that now. Let me pay. Just take a bow. Tea for the sore and oats for the day. Bubbles for what the world takes away. Aisle 3's chaos, aisle 4's worse. Did I put my wallet in my purse? Tea bags hiding behind dry peas. Found them lovely, thank you please. Bubble baths by the baby soap. One pink bottle, there is hope. Oats sit down where the cereals died. I grabbed 2 packs and nearly cry. Here you come with that grabby sway. Honestly love, not today. You point and groan like that will help. I know where it is, I'll get it myself. Don't get handsy, I'll get it myself. Tea, oats, bubbles, top shelf, middle shelf. No, not that one. I know the brand. Backed by the till and unhand my hand. Don't get handsy, don't start that now. Let me pay. Just take a bow. Tea for the soul and oats for the day. Bubbles for what the world takes away. Wasn't after much at all. Just the things that keep me tall. Tea, oats, bubbles, nice and plain. This is me, I'm not insane. Don't get handsy, I'll get it myself. Tea, oats, bubbles, top shelf, middle shelf. No, not that one. I know the brand. Back by the till and unhand my hand. Don't get handsy, don't start that now. Let me pay. Just take a bow. Tea for the soul and oats for the day. Bubbles the what the world takes away. Right then. See you tomorrow, stay safe. Well, now that suit was cut for better evenings, though the tie has plainly lost the dreadful waste of a decent jawline. What a pity for the tailor. If he knew you might once have caused a bit of havoc, kindly now you only cause upholstery issues too. There you are, so nearly presentable, till you lurch and spoil the whole affair. What a waste of all that effort, if you cannot even stand and stare. Wasted potential, dreadful little fall, a decent jawline wasted on such bad conduct. After all, there are still standards to respect. Hands to yourself and do try standing straight. One does not lunge at ladies, not even in this state. Honestly, sir, there is a sequence. One approaches, one speaks, one waits to be addressed. One does not fling oneself across a pathway like a man raised by a hedge and badly dressed. And another thing, since we are being candid, you might at least attempt a consonant or two. If you mean to make an impression, try enunciating honestly, sir. Finish what you're trying to do. So much promise, so ill-handled. Such a shame to watch it fall. You might almost pass for charming if you had no hands at all. Wasted potential, dreadful little fall, a decent jawline wasted on such bad conduct. After all, there are still standards to respect. Hands to yourself and do try standing straight. One does not lunge at ladies, not even in this state. If only the suit were pressed, if only the shoes still shone, if only you knew how to keep your distance, if only your vows had somewhere to go, if only the world were decent, if only the dead kept still, you might have been quite a dangerous temptation. Now you're simply a breach of goodwill. Wasted potential, dreadful little fall, a decent jawline wasted on such bad conduct. After all, there are still standards to respect. Hands to yourself and do try standing straight. One does not lunge at ladies, not even in this state. Honestly, sir, what a waste. ~1, and there it is, that crash from 2 doors down. Once more, the sort that jerks one half awake and tells you they're at it like before. Then comes the scrape across the boards, then something heavy meets the wall. And before I've even found my slippers, I know precisely who to fault. No, wait, that was the hallway table. I know that sound from 3:30. Honestly, if they've shoved the cabinet too, they're doing this deliberately. Right then, slippers, dressing gown, curtain back and hallway clear. There is an hour for carrying on. Do not make me come over there. Midnight nuisance, what a state this road had standards once. After all, bad enough the world's gone common, now the neighbours have as well. Crash and dragging, bang and clatter, glass and scraping. What a din, keep it down, or so help me. Don't make me come over there. Come over there. Curtain back, and yes, of course, their sitting room's a shambles now. One of them lurches past the window, then the other blunders through somehow. That was definitely the telly, and now I think a chair's gone too. They set each other off like idiots, then wonder why the whole place moves. I'm standing there in my dressing gown, watching shadows pitch and sway. this up, I'll sort the matter out by day. At this rate, they'll have no house at all, no lamp, no shelf, no pane intact. And if they mean to keep this up, I shall be forced to deal with that. Midnight nuisance, what a state this road its standards once after all. Bad enough the world's gone common, now the neighbours have as well. Crashing, dragging, banging, clatter glass and scraping, what I didn't keep it down, or so help me, don't make me come over there. They never dressed for visitors, tea was served without a tray. Their little nightly indiscretions were common, but soon done anyway. Their former matrimonial enthusiasms were not things I cared to rate, but at least that sort of nuisance had the decency to terminate. But this is quite another matter. This goes on till 2:30. They've lowered the tone for long enough. By morning I know what to do. Midnight nuisance, what a state this road is standards once after all. Bad enough the world's gone common, now the neighbours have as well. Crashing, dragging, banging, clatter glass and scraping, what I didn't keep it down, or so help me, don't make me come over there. Very well, breakfast first, then I remove the nuisance. Three missed Fridays, maybe four. Now there's rubbish by the gate. Black sacks sweating in the sun, which really is a grim old state. Peels on the path, damp on the curb, one split bag and something brown. And what should have been binned and gone is now quite visibly hanging around. I gave it time, I gave it grace. I thought perhaps the lorry failed, but now the smell has crossed the hedge, and frankly I think we've been derailed. There are people for this sort of thing. There are gloves and vans and days. The end of times is not a license to leave rot out on display. This is not proper disposal. There are people paid for this. This should not be in the road, and I should not be touching it. This is not proper disposal. This is squalor in a sack. If no one else will sort it out, apparently I'm doing that. And now of course they're in the bags, the shambling things with filthy hands, pulling wrappers, rind and paper half across the paving slabs. One goes in up to the shoulder, one falls out and drags a trail. And now I'm not just smelling rubbish, now I'm watching civic failure. I do not ask for polished living, I'm not soft and I'm not green. But if I have to kill the dead, I should not also keep the street. No, enough hair back, old clothes, gloves on, mask, get to the gate. If no one else will do the decent thing, I shall not leave it in this day. This is not proper disposal. There are people paid for this. This should not be in the road, and I should not be touching it. This is not proper disposal. This is squalor in a sack. If no one else will sort it out, apparently I'm doing that. Fine, double bag the worst of it, tie it tight and drag it through. Move it where the road can't see it, try not to get it on one's shoes. There are people paid for this work, there are bins for this, I know. And yet here I am at 9:30, becoming common for the good of all. One bag, two bags, don't look down, keep the hem up, mind the drip. If the council has abandoned us, I shall not start behaving like it. This is not proper disposal. There are people paid for this. This should not be in the road, and I should not be touching it. This is not proper disposal. This is squalor in a sack. If no one else will sort it out, apparently I'm doing that. Very well. The bags are moved. The street looks better. I still object. Woo! glass, sky clear, no rain. One of those days made for a dress. Blue with a small white print. I like clean shoes, neat hair, no need to guess. Back by the door, hat by the stand, lipstick, bracelet, everything's set. One short walk, 1 hour of peace, the sort of morning one does not get. Then, no, wait, what was that pull? A snag, a wrench, a filthy smear. One foul grab and one wet mark, and now we have a problem here. No, that was my good dress. Not that one. That was my good dress. Look what you've done. This was for sun, not blood and panic. One small walk, 1 decent hour, and now the whole thing's gone satanic. Torn at the side, blood at the hem. Honestly, where does one begin? That was my good dress, and if this sets, I shall take it very ill indeed. Right, lay it flat, don't touch the tear. Cold water first, assess the seam. Maybe the mark is near the edge. Maybe this looks worse than it may seem. No, that is blood and that is fray, and that edge was not like that before. If I pull it, it will spread at once. If I leave it, it will show still more. No trim will hide that wicked catch. No pin, no lace, no clever stitch. Not without spoiling the line it had. Not without making the whole thing cheap. Oh, this is foul, this is coarse. This is dressmaking by brute force. This is personal. That was my good dress. Look what you've done. This was for sun, not blood and panic. One small walk, 1 decent hour, and now the whole thing's gone satanic. Torn at the side, blood at the hem. Honestly, where does one begin? That was my good dress, and if this sets, I shall take it very ill indeed. No, I will not throw it out. No, I will not sob and wail. No, I will not let one vile morning turn a proper frock into a tail. Fold it, pin it, mark and breathe. Scissors only if forced to this. 1 inch, no, still not right. 1.5, no, don't be absurd. 2 full inches, no, that's defeat. That was the length, that was the line, that was the whole point of the dress. That was my good dress. Look what you've done. This was for light, not this disaster. 1 small plan, 1 decent day, and now I'm stood here cutting fabric. Hem gone high and line gone wrong, and somehow I meant to call this save. That was my good dress. It still exists. It simply will not be the same. Very well. It fits. It's wrong, but it fits. Yeah. It's been far too long since I had reason to lay a proper table out, and one cannot go on forever without a little company about. Candles lit and places set, best plates out and silver shine. For if the world has lost its habits, I see no reason I should lose mine. The guests, of course, are not ideal. One sways, one nods, one strains the chair. Still a room with people in it has a different sort of air. Sit up straight, hands to yourselves. No, you do not start just yet. Yes, I heard you. Do try to look less fair at the table. Dinner is served, so kindly wait. There will be enough upon each plate. No reaching early, no grabbing across, and do not lunge before the first course land. Dinner is served, I've made arrangements. I have gone to real trouble here. If one must host beneath these conditions, one can still produce a proper meal. No, that arm is for the center. No, not with your hands. Good Lord, at least attempt the smallest fiction that you've once encountered. Forks, you in blue, stop pulling sideways. You may have yours when all are served. Honestly, I match the menu to the taste assembled here. Yes, the standards are not perfect. Yes, the posture leaves a lot still. It helps to hear a room respond, however poor the answers are. Yes, I know, no, not yet. You will be served when I am done. And if you swallowed half the garnish, you may wait like everyone. Dinner is served, so kindly wait. There will be enough upon each plate. No reaching early, no grabbing across, and do not lunge before the first course lands. Dinner is served, I've made arrangements. I have gone to real trouble here. If one must host beneath these conditions, one can still produce a proper meal. How are things? No, not all at once. Yes, I'm pleased the weather held. No, I haven't seen dear Margaret. Please release the centerpiece. It is not ideal conversation, but it is company of a kind. And one can only sit in silence for so many lonely nights. There is no need to strain against it. Tape is chin above your plate. Dinner is served, and though you test me, I shall not let the standard slip. If one must host beneath such conditions, one can still conduct a proper dinner. There, much better. Now then, who's ready for pudding? Tie your hair and wash your face, straighten up and choose the dress. If you greet the day in disarray, it will only press its mess. Set the kettle, strike the match, pull the curtains, let it light. Do not drift about like ruin before the world has earned that right. Pin the collar, check the hem, speak as though your words make sense. If you let your mouth go slack with horror, you give ruin too much entrance. That is how it starts. One loose edge, one lowered tone. No, pull it back, stand properly and carry on. Humanity trumps apocalypse, that is how the mind stays sound. Dress properly, speak clearly, keep your footing when things go wrong. Set the table, mind the hour, do not let the world go common in your soul. Humanity trumps apocalypse, that is how one carries on. Lift the latch and sweep the step, mind the gate and check the street. If your neighbors hear you moving, let them hear a proper beat. Pour the tea and hold the cup, keep your temper fit to serve. If the whole road slips to panic, you do not add to its nerve. Mend the tear and clear the plate, right the chair and light the lamp. Civil life survives in habits kept in hand when days go damp. That is how it holds one good turn, one settled room. Keep enough of that